For all the guys out there who have been watching us in all our latest videos, you've seen a big vessel over there. You've probably been wondering what it is. This is what it is. It's the North Solar hot water service. This isn't paid, guys. This is just one Lisa selected because she liked it, and yeah, this is one we're throwing in. I have built the frame. I've done it over stages because it's a bit of a job. I've amended the plumbing. I've already got the hot water outlet and the cold water outlets. All that plumbing's been done. Now, I just built this morning, Lisa and I, all the valving side of things. I'm not going to go through this and I'm not going to explain it all because this isn't an instructional video. There is an instructional video online already. This is just going to be one of us time-lapsing, us building it, getting it onto the stand and plumbing it all. And the video said it's going to take an hour. I know it's going to take longer than an hour. I've already spent probably an hour on the frame and probably an hour on the plumbing and an hour this morning on this to get this right. But here we are. This isn't a solar hot water service. The solar hot water service, excuse the mess, works off a solar panel, something like this. As we all know, this isn't a solar. This is the new evacuated vacuum tubes. You can Google it, but it's a different process. But basically, in here is a copper tube which has been wound through the whole vessel, and it works on the heat exchange. So I'm not going to go into it any more than that, but here we go. Building this up, not solar, our evacuated hot water service onto the roof. And that just means finally, it's a big step in our homesteading process because, as majority know, we come with a wood fire, which was very awkward, very difficult, wasn't really user-friendly. Then we've upgraded to our 50 litre hot water service, and I plumbed that in. And that's great, except we have to wait an hour in between. This is, what's that, 200 litres? That's a 200 litre vessel there. And because it works on the heat exchange, pretty much we got, I'm going to get corrected, but I don't know any other word, instantaneous hot water. It might be cold for the first couple of minutes as the cold water gets out of the line. But then once this is up on the roof and the evacuated tubes are doing what they do, we're going to have unlimited, as long as the sun's out, hot water. So this is another step in Lisa and I homesteading, getting more and more, what's the word?
Free off-grid hot water.
Free off-grid hot water, yeah. This is also the comfort side of it, isn't it? Once this is plumbed, as long as the sun's up, as soon as we turn our taps, we're going to have hot water. As before, Lisa was boiling the kettles all the time, and we had to plan, not plan, but you know, we'd
turning on the electricity
in the afternoon,
an hour before our planned showers.
Yes, yes. So now that's all gone. So this is going to make our life more comfortable.
And there's the pressure of our family visiting.
Yeah. And roughly, it doesn't matter. This was around $3,000.
3,000. Yeah.
This is around a $3,000 system. All right. And in about 2 months' time, we're getting our solar battery panel. This will be independent to that. So once our solar comes online, we've only got a couple of fridges and a TV to run. Our solar system will run all our electricity, and this will be independent to that, which is great. One thing which also just come to me, geez, I talk a lot. I had a mate tell me at work the other day, he likes watching me videos, but I talk too much. Sorry, mate. We also got the facility here. There is a heater element here. If we wanted to get an electrician out later, so if the clouds and there was no sun and we couldn't get this to heat up, we've actually got an outlet here where we can just hardwire some TPS into that, and then that electrically we can heat up this as well. But
I also bought a flue kit for our fire places. The flue kit has copper wire installed in it and coiled, so that can get plumbed directly into this as well.
There's another part over here. This is what Lisa's talking about. Is this flue? Yeah.
So that was an additional cost, but it was made by North Solar. Justin wanted to DIY this, but it was just easier to buy it.
All right. And so again, this is the third system in line. If the sun's not out and the electricity's not working, and you're running your fire, the copper tubes run through here, and the hot water rises, and the cold water starts down here, and then the heat warms up via transfer, and then it gets out here and you get your hot water out the top there.
So we've got a lot of, what do you call it, contingencies, don't we, hubby?
Yeah, of course we have.
So when we first bought the homestead, the wood fire, which was awesome, that was off-grid. And then the electrical was just for convenience,
And an
wasn't
upgrade.
off-grid,
Yep.
but just time-consuming and planning needed. And now we're using the solar vacuum tubes.
Yep.
And hopefully this is no longer needed to plan. We'll have instant hot water, free hot water, because we get off-grid water already.
Yep.
And now we're going to have no electricity paid for.
Yes, and that's enough talking. Less talking, more working. Let's plumb up this because we're not through the waters yet. I'm pretty sure I've nutted it all out, but we've actually just got to connect it all in the right places now and then throw it up onto the roof. So let the time-lapsing begin. Obviously, I hate saying this, but you know, only a licensed plumber can do this. You're not allowed to DIY. You shouldn't attempt this on your own. All that stuff, but for those of you who watch us, Fletcher, he's over and he's just built the gazebo with us. So we have got a plumber here and he's sorted all this out and he's going to be supervising me. And then at the end, he'll test it all. So it has been done by a plumber.
We actually do have 2 plumber sons,
We have,
so it will be certified.
Plumbed legally, all
Yeah.
right?
Done.
here we are, the start of day 2. As you can see, we've got the unit on the roof. Took a lot longer than I would have liked, of course, like most jobs. The problem we had with this one, we didn't have any lifting gear, so it's just Lisa and I. So we had to make do with a scaffold and a bit of back power. But we got it up there, which is great. The plumbing's done, the frame's done. What I actually mounted to on the roof, they only had some 50 by 100 RHS steel, and because of the slope of the angle, that was never going to work for us. So I spent a couple of hours in the workshop just modifying some feet and making that right, but we're pretty close now, which is great. I reckon another 2 hours, because I've already prepped the plumbing as well, and I've got all the other fittings on site. So probably another 2 hours and we should be done. The evacuated tubes here, though, the most important thing with those is, because apparently the like pyrite glass, Pyrex glass, it heats up really quick. So we've got to put water in them before we install them, and you've got to use plenty of lubrication to get them tubes in. After we've filled all those 20 tubes with water, I put the dust seal on, and we adjust them up there. Then the last thing I've got to do is finally connect the plumbing. So I'm anticipating 2 hours. So when I anticipate 2 hours, it's going to be 4 hours. So that's okay, but we'll be done before lunch, which is nice. Legs are pretty sore yesterday from the ladder and the angle of the roof, but we've got to get it done. But hopefully lunchtime today we will have solar evacuated hot water on site, and we won't have to plug in our little kettle anymore, which will be handy. Got the evacuator tubes up, which was good. The first ones I was a bit scared because it is glass. Then once I handled a few, I knew you could kind of go a little bit harder with them, and I got more confidence with them. So we got them up. That would have taken us under an hour, which is great. All the saddles are tightened up, so those tubes are going nowhere. The dust seals have been installed the right way, so no dust can get in. And obviously it's common sense, but the more lubrication I lubed as I went on, and I lubricated the female and I lubricated the male, then they slid straight in and stuff. So quite happy now that they're all done. Now, this is the plumbing I've prepared earlier. Tapped into the cold and I've tapped into the hot. I've just put these pipes here to remind me what's what. Now I've got the longer pipe, just going to take these fittings off, attach the tube, then the cold water will be on, and then I'll do the hot. Sun's out, full guns, full beans, full mustard, so I imagine we'll be having hot water in an hour or so.